I'm Joseph. And I'm Seth. And you're tuned into the Free Game Podcast.
What's going on, FGP members? Welcome back to the last episode of Season 1. I'm your co-host, Seth.
I'm your co-host, Joseph. Man, it's been 15 episodes already.
Dude, what's that been, like 4 months almost? We started in November,
yeah.
November, December, January, almost end of February. 4 months almost.
It's been flying by, bro. It's been a breeze.
That's what happens when you're having fun, bro. We've done a lot of great things over the last few months. It's definitely been exciting for us. So.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's been making school go a lot by faster too, bro. I was counting down the weeks last night, bro. I was like, 11 more weeks.
Crazy to go by a lot faster. This school year's going by way faster though than I thought. I'll give it that. But we had a great weekend, guys. We had the Super Bowl obviously over the weekend. There were some great college basketball games. The All-Star game is only a week away, so we have a great final episode for you guys. But before we get going, we want to talk about the NFL awards that happened on Thursday night, I believe.
Yeah, Thursday night.
Thursday night out in Vegas.
Bro, I could have sworn like in the past they did it like the night before the Super Bowl. Like
they probably did, yeah.
Because like I'm pretty sure like whenever Cam won MVP and they were Super Bowl, like he couldn't be there because like he was at the game or whatever, and the honors were somewhere else. But anyways, bro, some of these awards, I mean, I'm not really mad at any of these award winners. I'm gonna start off with Comeback Player of the Year. They gave it to Joe Flacco. He honestly, I ain't mad at it. I mean,
he played the best in terms of like if you're looking at what he did on the field, he deserved the award.
Yeah, especially considering how his career ended with the Jets and everything, and how he was basically irrelevant. And then he was on his couch all year up until the Browns needed a quarterback. Came back, did his thing, took them to the playoffs. I mean, they didn't really do too much. Lost to those Texans, but hey, for an old quarterback like that, man, kudos to Joe Flacco. Some people wanted Baker Mayfield to win, but
Baker, I saw a lot of people didn't want DeMar to win. And I'll say one thing about that, like, I don't know why you would root against somebody who had like a life-changing situation like that. Like, I understand he maybe didn't perform well on the field to like deserve the award, but like, still, don't talk down on somebody that went through a life-changing moment like that.
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't talk down on it. I wouldn't say that he should have won, but also wouldn't like talk down on it either. Like, just let that man live, bro.
Right.
But next up, we had Offensive Rookie and Defensive Rookie of the Year. Went to two Texans, actually. C.J. Stroud, obviously.
Bright future.
Winning Offensive Rookie. And then Will Anderson Jr. won Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Bright future.
I know earlier this season we had either Will, Jalen Carter, or Devon Witherspoon.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's interesting to see how Will took off and ran with that. I mean, Texas defense was solid. So,
he had a strong finish of the season, too.
Facts. He did. Next up, we got Offensive Player of the Year and Christian McCaffrey. Shout out to CMC. That's his second Offensive Player of the Year award in his career. I don't know how many running backs have multiple Offensive Player of the Year awards. I have to look that up, but not many to my knowledge that I've seen. So kudos to him. Defensive Player of the Year was kind of controversial, though. They gave it to Myles Garrett of the Cleveland Browns. Some people might have thought that T.J. Watt deserved the award. Some people thought that Micah Parsons deserved the award. Me personally, just going off myself, I would have given it to either T.J. or honestly Max Crosby. Max Crosby had one hell of a year, bro.
Max Crosby.
I mean, he was doing not only pass rushing but run stopping and everything. And I mean, he was literally the leader of that Ravens team, defense, everything.
I think T.J. missed like 3 or 4 weeks, so I think that's the only thing they held against him, honestly.
Even this, he still played 17 games. He had 19 sacks in 17 games this year.
He did not play every game. I know that for a fact.
Bro.
He missed at least 2 weeks.
That's just what I heard whenever they was talking about it on ESPN. He might have missed like a week or two.
Okay,
but even then, if he missed, let's say he missed 2 weeks, he still had 19 sacks.
Yeah, no, that's impressive.
Like, led the league in sacks. So,
Trust me, as a Steelers fan, I would have loved to see T.J. Watt win it.
Yeah, but I mean, he won last year? He won last year, right?
Maybe.
He's won before. So, I mean, I guess they were just trying to get somebody else, whatever. Next up, we had Coach of the Year, which was Kevin Stefanski of the Cleveland Browns. That is the only award, well, not the only award, but the award where I was like, he did a good job, but I would have hated to D'Amico Ryans of the Houston Texans.
D'Amico took what, the second pick in the draft, the second worst team in the league last year, basically, and took them to win a playoff game. Like,
literally,
that's really impressive. But at the same time, the Browns, Stefanski dealt with a lot. He had Chubb go down, he had D. Watt go down.
He did.
And he still found a way to get them to what, 11-6.
Yeah, I'm not mad at Stefanski winning. Like, I mean, I respect it.
Those are both great candidates.
Yeah, I agree. But like rookie head coach, rookie
D'Amico's situation was more impressive to me.
And he beat Stefanski in the playoffs, but it's a regular season.
They don't look at playoffs.
It's a regular
Stefanski
season
beat him in the regular season, so.
Yeah. And then last but not least, we had the MVP in Lamar Jackson. I mean, most people had Lamar winning MVP. I honestly don't know who I would have gave it to, either him or McCaffrey. I mean, nobody really like ran away with the award this year.
If Josh Allen wasn't throwing all those picks, bro, he could have got it this year.
Easily. But, hopefully he can clean it up next year, and he might win MVP next year. I don't know.
For sure.
But, yeah, those are the awards, man.
Shout out to all the NFL players winning the awards. If you ain't get one, go get you one next year. But without further ado, y'all, we had the Super Bowl last night.
Big as the what?
Big as the Super Bowl, man. We need to cue that into the sound system.
Thanks.
But the Super Bowl was crazy. Before we get into the game, though, I want to talk about a few of the Super Bowl commercials that stood out. I mean, the first one that I remember off the top of my head has to be the Messi commercial. I don't know why.
Michelob?
Yeah, Michelob Messi
Ultra, that was tough.
That one stood out, bro. He was running around, nutmegging people, kicking the ball to, who was that? On the boat. Play with the 49ers, bro. Montana.
Yeah.
Montana. Kicked the ball. Where's that Marino? That was Marino, because they were in Miami. Yeah, that was Marino. Kicked the ball to Marino on the boat. Marino threw the ball back to him. Like,
that was cool.
That was a nice commercial.
And then I liked how you pointed out, he was like, dang, Messi came to the U.S., now they put them in the commercials and stuff and everything.
Like,
that was
he's growing his brand over here, man. He's growing his brand.
Facts. The one, I had that on my list as well. Another one I liked was a Reese's commercial where there was like...
See, and this man can't even eat Reese's and he liked the commercial.
Oh,
that's how you know it's a good commercial. That's how you know it's a good commercial, though. You can't even eat the food and you're like, dang, I wish I could get a Reese's now.
They about to go make me go get one and just test it out. But nah, I just think it was funny because I forgot exactly what they were saying. It was basically like people cheering or getting mad based on what the Reese's was saying about the product or whatever. And they had like the grandma jump through the table.
Put the couch on his head or something.
Yes, bro. No, that was hilarious.
Bro, no, that was funny. Those were good ones. You had the Popeyes commercial with the actor from Hangover.
Yes,
blanking on his name.
He's just acting crazy.
He's hilarious. Jason Momoa was singing in a.
I didn't know he could sing like that.
That was auto-tune, bro.
You think
he was singing like that?
I think he was singing, bro. Because
he can sing like that.
I'm pretty sure he sung a little bit in Aquaman, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
In one of them.
I wouldn't be surprised. He's an actor, so.
So I'm saying he might have a little bit of a voice. I also like the Pringles commercial with Chris Pratt. Just because everybody was saying, oh, you like the Pringles guy with his little mustache and everything.
Yeah.
And, like, the face. My favorite part I like was the Face ID. He like put the Face ID on the Pringles can and he like worked. I was like, bro,
that's funny.
They're funny.
That's funny. It was some good Super Bowl commercials. I will say, like, I'm low-key disappointed. I feel like they've taken a step back each year from when we were much younger.
Easily.
Maybe we're just more excited to watch the commercials when we were younger, but like. I feel like they're taking a step back. Those Doritos commercials, like
Doritos used to be hilarious,
top tier, bro. Those used to be top tier.
I think part of it is also people are scared to get canceled. With
Skittles, Skittles with the Taste the Rainbow commercials.
Come on, bro.
Like,
come on, bro. I think people are just on like they got to be careful about
what to put out.
Yeah, exactly. They don't want to offend. There's too many people to possibly offend with commercials nowadays, so you just got to be careful. But I mean, shoot, we saw Bud Light had a decent commercial with Peyton Manning.
They had a lot of stars in it.
I forgot who else is. They had a lot of stars in there, like to say the least. But and then they immediately showed the people at the game with the Post Malone was in the commercial and all that. Yeah, no. So Bud Light trying to get back on the come up after their tragedy they had a few months ago.
All the beers knew what to do with that NFL game, bro.
Facts.
So you had Coors Light with LL Cool J, like they had to, bro. LL Cool J with Coors Light. I didn't even think about that till just now, bro.
That's funny, bro.
I didn't even think about that till just now. That's funny.
That's clever. They got a good marketing team for sure.
Nah, Super Bowl commercials, they were alright this year. I'll give it a solid 7 out of 10. One more thing before we get to the game. The halftime performance. What were your thoughts on it?
I like the halftime performance. I mean, like I told you, we watched the game last night together, obviously. But like I told you, I mean, that was like one of the most, in my opinion, like most lit I've been in a few years as far as watching performance. I wouldn't say it's one of the best Super Bowl halftime performances I've seen, But it was a good performance.
It was a good performance. I didn't appreciate the hate that people were giving Usher. Like, why is he doing this? Who is Usher? Like, what do you mean? Who is Usher? Usher is an icon, bro. Y'all need to become cultured. Usher's an icon. Bro. Young generation. Go back and listen to some Usher, bro.
Man, he was up there dancing, skating. I mean, he had Ludacris up there. He had will.i.am up there. Who else? Alicia Keys.
Lil Jon,
like
damn, come on, man, Lil Jon,
come on. Nah, bro, he had me lit when he said "turn down." Nah, bro, that song was so good. Took me back to the middle school days, bro. But I will say one thing, bro. As a man, bro, I swear, if I ever see my wife up on stage and another man is touching up on her the way Usher was touching up on Alicia Keys, I'm going to jail, bro. I promise you, I'm going to jail because there ain't no way. Respect, bro. That's just respect.
I'm sorry. He came out and said, like, y'all are tripping. Or Alicia Keys' husband came out and was like, y'all are tripping. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Two legends are up there doing everything.
I mean,
like,
I said that. I mean,
and he's a pretty well-known person, too. Like,
yeah, Swiss Beats,
yeah. So, like.
So, I mean, I said that in the moment. I was like, you asked about me about last night. You was like, how you feel about that? I was like, I mean, it's for the show or whatever, but just knowing Usher and his, like, history of dealing with women or whatever and stuff.
Until last night, I didn't know that Usher was dealing with I don't know the correct term for this, so I'm going to say this term. Don't cancel me for it. Herpes.
Yeah.
But, so I guess that changed the situation a little bit.
I wasn't even talking about
prior to that, I would have been like, alright.
But I wasn't even talking about herpes when I said that. I was more so talking about, like, the stuff a few months ago with Gabrielle Union at his show, how he was touching up on her, and her husband got upset, and stuff like that. I mean, like, bro, if the roles were reversed, women would be mad.
D-Wade got upset?
Not Gabrielle Union. Who was it? It was I can't remember her name. It wasn't Gabrielle Union, but it was somebody. It was another.
I think I do remember.
Another celebrity or whatever, and Usher was like grinding up on her and stuff, and her husband went on Twitter and started going crazy. So all I'm gonna say is, if the roles were reversed,
it's a fine line.
If the roles were reversed and a woman was like touching up on another woman's man, and they were married or whatever, that woman would be pissed. So that's all I'm gonna say. But you know, it was a good performance. It
was a good performance. I'll give it like an 8 out of 10.
Agree. Alicia
was my favorite performance since the Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Dr. Dre one, I would say.
Yeah.
That one had me lit.
No, facts.
But now on to the more important things, the game itself. Super Bowl 58 did not disappoint. This was honestly one of the best Super Bowl games in the last few years to me. Like, honestly, in terms of like the back and forth, the score, defense, offense, like, it was very entertaining.
I agree. I mean, I'm tired. I don't know who got hurt in the game last year, but like 49ers. Seeing players go down in the Super Bowl just like hurts, because like you get there, you do put in all this work to get to the Super Bowl, and then like unfortunate things happen. Like Dre Greenlaw was simply trying to, like, he was excited to run on the field last night and tore his Achilles.
His team, bro. Celebrating his team.
I mean, Odell 2-3 years ago running a slant route.
And it's like key players each time. Like,
exactly, bro.
I'm not gonna say like I'm wishing injury on anybody, but if somebody had to get hurt, can it be like the third string, fourth string, something, bro? Why does it have to be like key players?
Dude, Dre Greenlaw was low-key the best player on the field last night before he got hurt, bro. He was everywhere, bro. Like, taking out screens, taking out the running game. Like, he was
all the
lit.
underneath stuff was him, bro.
He was lit, bro. Like, how you were saying a few weeks ago, you take him over Fred. He was looking like he was better than Fred Warner last night, bro.
I don't know when I said I'll take Dre over Fred, but ooh-wee. Dre over Fred is crazy. Fred is still the one.
You're going to have to go back and rewind the clip. You're going to have to rewind the clip. But
Fred is still the one, but nah. Dre is tough. I just telling one of our friends today, I would take Dre Greenlaw to start on like 25 other teams in the league. He would be the best linebacker.
Man, 25. 30. 30, bro. And the way he was playing this year and last night, the only two linebackers who I see are like better than him are Fred and Roquan. After that, bro, give me Dre Greenlaw, man. I don't care about Bobby Wagner. He's old. Matt Milano, I don't even care. He's good, but no. Dre Greenlaw is like that, bro. So and he's gonna be out most of next year too. That sucks.
Yeah, you hate to see it. Injuries definitely played a huge role in this. I mean, Debo messed up his hamstring. He was still playing after that, but you could tell he would get up after a hit, was grimacing, stuff like that. I mean, not Mahomes. McCaffrey's fumble in the first quarter was huge, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but it hurt. Like, they didn't get any points out of it, the Chiefs did, but the 49ers also could have gotten at least 3.
They lost. I feel like I don't want to say they lost all momentum, but it just lost a lot of momentum. Like your opening drive, you drive all the way down inside their 25, and now you walk away with no points.
Yeah.
And your offensive player of the year in the NFL is the one that fumbled. Like,
it's gonna hurt, bro. And then you could tell McCaffrey was just trying to make up for it the rest of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, he still ended up having a good game essentially. He had 22 carries for 80 yards, but like. That fumble definitely hurt. If they could have got some points there, that would have definitely set the tone for the game. But
so he had 22 carries, and how many of them were in the second half?
Second half, okay, he had 9 in the first half. He had 6 in overtime, so he had like 7 in the second half.
Dude, yeah.
You had 7 carries in the second half, up 2 scores.
Wasn't getting utilized.
Kyle Shanahan, bro, he be trying to do too much.
Wasn't getting utilized enough. The punt, dude. The muff punt. That really threw them back.
That changed the game 100,000%, bro. Like, I mean, yeah, McCaffrey fumbled, but Pacheco also fumbled a couple drives later, which, I mean, the 49ers were up 3-0, I think, at that point.
3-0.
And the Chiefs were in scoring position whenever he fumbled.
They're at the 10.
Yeah, so I mean, like, that kind of gave the 49ers momentum back, and then
they went down and scored.
They went down and scored, went up 10-0. And then, was the muff punt before or after halftime? I think it was after.
Before.
It was before?
Yeah.
Dang. So, yeah, but, like, first of all, the return men in general were on BS last night, bro. I mean, on both sides. There were some people who you were asking, like, why did he catch that? Why did he let that bounce? Like, I feel like people were trying to do too much and, like, make a play last night, bro. Just go out there and do what you've been doing all year. But that muff punt, dude, I mean, it wasn't even technically a muff punt. Like, the dude called Peter. The dude called Peter, it hit dude's foot, and so he kind of had to try to dive on it. But he tried to pick it up instead of dive on it, like you said.
You just got to get on top of that one.
You just got to dive on top of the ball, bro.
Get on top of that ball and move on. One thing that really stood out to me, I would say, I've seen all these players come out for the 49ers talking about they didn't know the rules of overtime. And that, like, blows my mind, bro.
How do you not know the rules of overtime?
Like,
in the NFL.
I've never played football in my life outside of middle school, bro, and I'm aware of the rules. I knew what was happening. How is that your main profession, your job that you make all your money on, and you don't know the rules, you don't know what's going on? Like, the coaching staff failed, the front office failed, and the players failed in that situation.
But, like, my thing is, okay, let's say they didn't know the rules of overtime, right?
It didn't change anything.
It didn't, like...
But, like, how do you not know the rules, bro? Like, how are you not aware of what's going on? And so, it's like a simple rule, too. It's not like this is some complicated rule.
Yeah.
Both teams get a chance to score no matter what. That's the rule.
Literally,
like, bro. A 10-year-old can understand that rule, bro. What do you mean you didn't understand
it? And it's not like they changed it this year, like right before the playoffs or right before the Super Bowl. That was changed going into last year. And then this is the first time we've actually seen it, like, you know, and be able to get it used in a game before.
For sure. I want to ask you about that, though. Do you think Shanahan did the right thing getting the ball first and kind of taking some pressure off Brock and let his defense rest? Or should he kind of... Because one of our friends put it in a good way. So basically what he explained was, if you get the second drive, like Mahomes and them had, you know that you have 4th down to go for it still. So like that 4th and 1 where they went for it on the 25, had that been the first drive, they probably might have punted that instead of trying to go for it.
Maybe.
So like, you know you get the extra down if you go second drive.
I mean, I'm going to stick to the same thing I said back to the Michigan-Alabama game. Like, me personally, just how I would want to play football and me being like a defensive-minded person, I want my defense on the field first, just because the way the defense was playing last night, bro, go get a stop. I mean, or at least
they had just been on the field for that one drive.
They did. They were just. So they probably
that's the only
break.
thing I could think about. Like, he didn't want them to have to go another drive right away.
But my thing is, bro, I don't want Mahomes to have to go beat me, if that makes sense. Like,
well, yeah, but in that situation, then you should just go for it when you're all the way down to like what, the 7 when they kicked?
Who?
It was like 4th and 4, 4th and 5. They, like, if you're at the 7, you know Mahomes on the other side, you almost have to, like, dude, I'm sorry, like, we have to go for this.
I mean,
because if we kick, he's coming to get a touchdown, bro.
I mean, he only got a field goal though, so I mean,
that's what I'm saying. The 49ers, 4th and 5 from the 7, you got to go for that. Like, you can't kick the 3 because you know Mahomes is going down to get a touchdown.
So I'm saying, but like you're saying in overtime?
Yeah, in overtime.
Oh, I see what you're saying. But I mean, that's what I'm saying though. Like, me personally, I would have given Mahomes the ball first, and like I know that puts pressure on Brock Purdy on a stage that he hasn't been on before. However, with the way the Niners defense was playing last night and being able to get stops and just slow down the Chiefs offense a little bit, I mean, I'd rather, okay, I instead of putting the ball in Purdy's hands, I would rather not put the game in Mahomes' hands, if that makes sense.
No, I get that one.
Like, if if the Mahomes goes down and gets a touchdown, like, okay, cool, we gotta go score. If he gets 3, okay, we still get a chance to go score. Now, had it been the old overtime rules, and if your team gets a touchdown, you definitely want the ball first. But in this day and age, with the change of the rules, bro, like, I don't know, just trust your defense, in my opinion. Like, I don't know. But,
I was impressed with Mahomes, the way that he was able to honestly still get the ball out to his receivers, still make plays. Obviously, he had the bad pick on the overthrow. I think he was trying to throw it to Kelsey.
I think he was low key. I can't tell, bro. Like, I can't tell if he was trying to throw to Kelsey and then like second guessed it and it just like slipped out or something. Not slipped out, but like he just tweaked a little bit. But I'm impressed with how he came out in the second half because, like I said, at the end of the first half with Mahomes, he looked like shaky. Like he looked like he was off balance, like out of rhythm. Like the Niners were getting to him pressure wise. His receivers looked like they couldn't get open for real.
I think he knew what he was doing. He needed that Niners defense to wear down some more and more as the game was going on.
Yeah.
So as the second half kind of came around, he had a little bit more chances to kind of get out the pocket. You saw he created with his legs a little bit more.
He started running a lot more in the second half. And bro, I feel like he's done that in almost every Super Bowl that he's won. Like going back to even last year against the Eagles, he had that nice run towards the end of the game to get them in field goal range. Even against 4 years ago against the 49ers, he started using his legs a little more.
Right.
I mean, I think that's what makes Mahomes so dangerous.
I also think that Dre Greenlaw, like we said, going down, he might have been like their spy guy on Mahomes.
Yeah, he definitely.
So that probably opened up a lot for him to run too.
No, facts. I agree. But I think like just going back to like Mahomes, like what makes him so great at what he does is obviously he has the arm talent. Like we know, like that's undoubted. But like what makes him so great in my opinion is being able to be as elusive as he is. And like you can say, oh, Josh Allen is a great runner too, blah blah blah, this, that, and the third. But like the way Mahomes is able to evade the pocket, make defenders miss. I mean,
I think other quarterbacks should kind of learn from how Mahomes uses pass fakes and like his throwing ability to create running lanes. Like he'll come up acting like he's about to pass. Other quarterbacks don't do that as much. And like
I think Josh does a little bit. Josh be doing pump fakes a lot, bro.
But like Mahomes really looks like Mahomes will be 5 yards past the line of scrimmage still pump faking, bro. Like he'll still be doing it. People will still be
because I mean you have to be afraid of his arm though because
he's 5 yards past the line, bro. Like be aware. Come on, know where you're on the field.
You got to be aware. You got to know where
you're on the field.
But I mean. Overall, bro, looking at the game last night, the Niners low-key, I'm not going to say they beat themselves, but they low-key it was just unfortunate for them.
I know you were saying one thing from the game last night. Kyle Shanahan's play calling messed them up. What's your take on Kyle Shanahan and his future with the 49ers?
I mean, you can't fire him, especially if he's taken you to 2 Super Bowls in the past 5 years, or past 4 years, really. But just in my opinion and how the Super Bowls that Kyle Shanahan has been in, like you pointed out, he was on the Falcons when they were up 28-3 in the third quarter against the Patriots, and they blew that game. He was up 2 scores on the Chiefs 4 years ago. They blew that game. And they were up 2 scores last night in the second half, or first half. Blew that game. And I just, like, I think he goes away from what his team has been doing like all year. I mean,
that's the crazy thing to me, bro. They were 50-50 run pass all year. Like,
I mean, McCaffrey still had 22 carries, but like I said, like 7 of those came in overtime. 9 of those came in the first half. So like I said, he had like 6 or 7 carries in the second half. Why are you giving Mahomes the opportunity to even have the ball in the second half, bro? I don't care if y'all do go 3 and out sometimes running the ball, let that clock run. Let the clock run, bro.
And you're playing with injuries. Like Debo was, even before he got hurt in the game yesterday in the second half, that one when he got hurt, run the ball some more. Debo's hurt now. What do you do? 2, he was already hurt coming into the game. So like the game plan should be to run the ball a little bit more anyway. And 3, the Chiefs' run defense is like 22nd in the league. Their pass defense was, I'm pretty sure, number 2 or number 1 in the league.
Dude, they have arguably 2 of the best corners in the league in Trent McDuffie and L'Jarius Sneed. Like, especially the way the receivers were getting clamped up in the first half and stuff. I mean, they were able to, like, scheme some people open. I'll give them that. But, like, going up against the secondary like that, bro, you have to run the ball. Obviously, we saw what happened to the Ravens 2 weeks ago when they played the Chiefs. Everybody said the Ravens should have stuck to who they are and ran the football. And they tried to be all flashy and, like, play against Mahomes and throw the football and
Be
do all this
something
stuff.
they're not.
Like, exactly, bro.
Try
Stick
to
to
be
who you
something
are.
they're
Run the football. I understand McCaffrey fumbled in the first half or whatever. Cool. But at the same time, McCaffrey had 22 carries, and he was also your leading receiver with 8 receptions for 80 yards. The next receiver was Brandon Ayuk with 3 receptions for 49 yards. Like, nobody was getting open for real. I mean, Kittle wasn't doing much. He had 2 receptions for 4 yards. Debo obviously played
Did
hurt.
he come back after he got hurt?
He came back for a little bit, but I don't think he had another catch for real.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know, bro. Kyle Shanahan, I think he just be folding under pressure, bro. Just plain and simple. Like, I don't get it, but we'll see.
They got a lot of questions to answer in San Francisco for sure. Back to Kansas City. Mahomes now has 3 championships at the age of 28. Where do you see him being 10, 15 years from now? Is he going to pass Brady? It's going to be right at Brady? How do you see that conversation going?
As far as passing Brady, I think he could reach 7 rings, maybe even more, possibly, depending on, how your future goes with their weapons and stuff, and who his head coach is going to be in the future, because Andy Reid's kind of old. But as far as, like, passing Brady's in terms of GOAT status, I don't think that's possible. And I only say that simply because Brady has beaten him twice in the playoffs. AFC Championship game, his first year starting, or Mahomes' first year starting, and then in the Super Bowl 2-3 years ago. Yep. Like, all right, let me ask you this. Whenever there's a GOAT debate with LeBron and Jordan, what are some people's main point as to why we'll never really know who the better GOAT is?
I mean, they never play against
each other. Yeah. But, like, we've seen Brady and Mahomes go up against each other
more than once. Yeah, you could say one was, I don't know. Mahomes wasn't in his prime yet, so I'll give him that.
I mean, he wasn't in his prime.
What's crazy is we probably still haven't seen Mahomes' prime, bro. He's probably still getting better.
I mean,
I think
he's
like
going to continue to get better.
Year 8 to 11 is going to be where we see prime Mahomes.
You think? I mean, maybe. I think his prime would be, like, pretty long. I think we are seeing prime Mahomes right now.
But I think he's getting better each year, though, still.
I agree.
I don't see why he would regress, and I don't see why he would stay the same. So, like, I think the Mahomes we saw this year, if we would have seen him on the teams with Tyreek, bro, oh my gosh.
That's the thing, bro, that scares me the most, bro. Like, I've been saying this since the beginning of the year, and like, you've been agreeing with me on it too, bro. If they get a true number 1 wide receiver,
they got to do it quick. They got to do it quick, because I was thinking about that too. Their window is closing. I'm not sure what their team's going to look like once Kelsey retires.
I agree.
I mean, like, they're going to have to redefine their whole offense once he leaves.
I mean, I think the offense can still, like, the system itself can still work and stay the same. I mean,
a lot of, like, the schemes and plays they run are, like, around the defense reacting to Kelsey, though.
No, facts.
So they're going to have to
they're gonna have to find another threat, really.
Yeah.
Whether it's a tight end or a receiver, they got to find, like, somebody who the defense has to guard or pay attention to. Because right now, it's not Mecole Hardman. It's not Marquez Valdez-Scantling. It's definitely not Kadarius Toney.
It could be Rashee Rice.
It could be Rashee Rice, but, like,
I feel like you still need someone better than Rashee Rice to replace Kelsey.
I agree. I was literally just telling the Joseph boys back in Charlotte, they're all Chiefs fans. They're from Kansas City. Mm-hmm. So they were lit last night.
Yeah.
But I was literally just telling Sean on my way over here, I was like, I can see Rashee Rice being like a solid number 2 for them, but they need a number 1 guy on the outside, like a veteran number 1, not someone in the draft. Like, obviously Justin Jefferson is a long shot. But, like,
apparently he's going back and breaking the bank with the Vikings, is what he told everybody.
Well, he said breaking the bank with the team who wants him. So
the Vikings want him. The Vikings said they're going to pay him, and if they can't pay Kirk because of it, they're fine with it. So they would rather lose Kirk. I mean, that's smart, though. Rather lose Kirk and keep Jettis.
Yeah, I've been seeing some speculations about the Vikings possibly trading the pick. Considering the fact they have Jordan Addison, who's kind of low-key proven himself to be number 1 wide receiver now. They got T.J. Hawkinson.
Jettis ain't going nowhere, man. Unless he comes out and is like, I don't want to play here. The Vikings are not just going to let Jettis walk.
Nah, I agree. We'll see how it goes, man. We'll see.
Definitely.
But overall, man, I mean, I really like the Super Bowl this year. I know it wasn't a matchup that a lot of people wanted to see. A lot of people wanted to see different teams, like maybe the Ravens and Lions, or literally anybody but the 2 teams we saw.
I thought it was a good matchup because you got like a team. San Fran is like one of, not America's team, but one of the teams of America. Like, you got the Cowboys, the 49ers, and then maybe like, I don't know who the East Coast team would be, honestly.
Patriots, I guess.
Yeah, maybe the Patriots. Buffalo has a big fan base.
Yes. But I mean, I feel like this is the low-key the best possible matchup we could have gotten. I mean, the 49ers are the best team in the NFC, without a doubt. And I mean, you got going up against the best quarterback in the league. Like, I don't know what else you could have asked for, bro.
That's the one thing for me. I wish there was better quarterback play in the NFC so we could get, like, I don't know, a top 5 quarterback duel.
Agreed. But hey, speaking of that, can we go ahead and put some respect on Brock Purdy? No, they didn't win the game. However, he went 23 of 38 for 255 yards and a touchdown with no picks against the number 2 defense in the NFL. So all that talk about, Brock Purdy not good, it's about his weapons, about his system, blah, blah, this, that, and the third. I mean, obviously his weapons were either hurt or messing up last night, and Brock Purdy probably played the best game he's played all year, respectfully. I mean, he may not put up the most numbers he's put up in a game all year, but like watching Brock Purdy play, he looked poised, he looked comfortable in the pocket. I mean, he was making the right reads, making some good throws. Like, I don't think he necessarily had any like bad throws last night, other than like the one that like slipped out his hand or whatever. But even that was a flag.
That was a really important down too.
But it was a flag, though.
Yeah, he's lucky he got that flag, bro. Because that was an important down.
Nah,
bro.
facts. But I mean, other than that, bro, like Brock Purdy played a good game, and I'm just like, I think we should start putting more respect on him. I'm not gonna say he's top 5 yet, but I mean,
he's working his way. He's working his way to be in the elite.
He's top 5 in the NFC. I'll give him that.
Yeah, but like I said, the NFC is not the place for quarterbacks, apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently so. Like, I wish Josh Allen, he hasn't been able to find success in the AFC. I think if he comes to the NFC, gets on a solid team.
He would run the NFC, for
he
sure.
could be going to Super Bowl.
Justin Herbert could come to the NFC, but he's not leaving the Chargers. We all know that.
He's going to be in a good situation next year. He's going to be in a good situation out there. But
yeah, for sure.
Josh Allen, dude, imagine if, I don't know.
Allen and Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
Imagine if the Cowboys, Jerry was just like, you know what, we're moving on from Dak. And they brought in Josh to there or something, bro. Come on, man. Come on.
Man, that would be, whoo.
That would be special.
I'm not going to lie, I might have to root for the Cowboys.
Like, if you're going to drop a bag on somebody, why not drop it on Josh? You're paying him.
It's turnovers, like you said, though.
Yeah, but
Bro got to learn to take care of it. If Josh Allen can learn to take care of the football, dude, it really would be him and Mahomes every year. Every year. Whether that's the AFC Championship game or if he goes to NFC and it's a Super Bowl matchup, it would be Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes.
For sure. For sure. Well, hopefully we'll get Josh Allen in the Super Bowl one day, but shout out to the Chiefs, shout out Mahomes.
Shout out to the NFL, man. We had a good year.
I forgot something. Yeah, no. Shout out to the NFL. This was a great year. I probably would say this is the most I've paid attention to the NFL, mainly because of the podcast, honestly. In the last few years. Like, I paid a lot more attention this season.
Right.
So I really enjoyed it. But one more thing about the Super Bowl. What in the world was wrong with Travis Kelce bumping Andy Reid like that, bro? And also, if that was Antonio Brown, Julio, I don't know,
let him know.
Owens,
let him know.
Ocho Cinco,
let him know. Odell,
Steve Smith, any of these people bumping into their coach like that, the internet would be in an uproar today. NFL would have released a statement. Analysts on ESPN would have been talking about, you can't do this. There's no place for this in football. Like
church.
Now that it's Travis Kelce, brushed under the rug, haven't seen much about it.
It's like, oh, he's just emotional. It's the height of the game. Blah, 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 this, that, and the third. Bro,
I get it, bro. Like, if you want to yell at me, come on, get in my face, yell at me. We can hash shit out. No way you're bumping into me. I'm 70 years old, bro. Like, come on, bro. Have more respect in that.
Especially, bro, because it's not like, all right, it'd be different. I'm not saying I necessarily understand or would have done the same thing, but it'd be different if, like, Mahomes threw it to the backup tight end and he dropped it on a crucial down, or the tight end fumbled. Pacheco fumbled the football, and Travis Kelce got mad because he wasn't in the game or the ball was being thrown to him. Bro, even if you weren't in the game, Pacheco probably would still fumble the ball. Like, there's nothing that could have changed the outcome of that play if you were in the play or not, bro. Like, pipe down.
I want everybody to hear, if Josique was the coach, what would you have done in that situation?
In that situation, I probably, in the moment, I would have reacted the same way Andy Reid did, as far as, like,
taking everything into account.
As far as, like, you know, keeping a calm composure or whatnot. But at halftime, when we get in that locker room, well, I'll say what I said last night. First of all, that next drive, you're sitting. You're not getting a snap that next drive. You bumping into me, we can argue. As player coach, we can go back and forth. Bumping into me, you got me effed up, bro. All the way effed up, bro. You mad you didn't get the ball that play? You're not gonna get the ball all next drive. Try me. And in the locker room, I'm chewing your ass out, bro. Chewing you out. I don't care who you are. Mahomes, Kelce, Brady, you're getting chewed out. Because why are you bumping into me, bro? No.
And especially,
Absolutely.
I could understand also if this was a younger coach or a coach that never won before. We're talking about one of the greatest coaches of all time here.
Like, come on,
put some more
bro.
respect on him.
Like, we talking about one of the coaches who helped Kelsey get his 3rd Super Bowl ring, bro.
He's won Super Bowls with 2 organizations.
Yeah, it's literally, bro.
Come on,
Like, come on, dude. Like, have more respect for your coach. Like I said, y'all can hash it out, words sometimes, whatever. Like, that's understandable. Bumping into him is insane.
Yeah, for sure. But shout out to the NFL. Shout out to the whole NFL season. Hate to see it go. But I will say that is a good thing for me. That means March Madness is right around the corner. And I'm excited for that March Madness.
Second half of NBA season.
Second half of NBA season, the finals, all the exciting stuff for sure.
More defense, hopefully, in the NBA gonna be played.
Speaking of second half of the NBA season, we got the halfway point coming up. All-Star Weekend is coming up this weekend in Indy. Shout out Indy. My man was just in Indy. What was that like? What was the time?
Honestly, bro, I was talking down on Indianapolis prior to going up there. But
is
like,
that a
it's
good city for an All-Star game?
Low key, I mean, in comparison to where else they could have put in it, like obviously like Miami, Vegas, LA, New York, it's not those type of cities, but like it's good for the city of Indianapolis and like for them to help grow, like really for people to go see the city, because like I said, like
the same way when they came to Charlotte.
That's what I'm saying. I was going to compare it to Charlotte. I mean, because like you might not hear Charlotte compared to like New York or Atlanta. But like when people came to visit Charlotte, they're like, oh, Charlotte's actually a pretty cool city. Now we see people moving here more like at an insane rate. Yeah. So it might be the same type of place or same type of thing in Indy as far as people go there for the All-Star Weekend, enjoy it, see what's up there, whatever. Like I didn't know the NCAA headquarters were in Indianapolis. Did you know that?
Yeah, because when they had the COVID tournament, that's why they held everything.
Oh yeah. So like I didn't know that was up there. They have a Hall of Fame museum up there for the NCAA too. That was pretty cool. We went up there. And like I said, it's just a nice city. Like, not too much traffic. It's pretty quiet. People are nice. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty dope. I mean, it should be a good weekend.
I think it's a good city. The only thing is they've gone to 2 bad cities, or 2 smaller cities back-to-back years. So that's why I think it's getting backlash now. They went Utah, Cleveland the last 2 years.
Utah, Cleveland, and now Indy.
And now Indy. So it's like, all right, bro, like, you've given us 3 years of not going to the LAs, the Dallas, the Floridas. Like, give us one good city in these 3 years.
Yeah, so. I mean, they can't go to New York every year or
no,
Miami.
They can't, but like, they haven't been to Vegas since like 2004.
I mean, Vegas don't have an NBA team either, though.
Nah, but they still host stuff out there.
Yeah, true.
They just had
They got WNBA teams, so they could use that arena too.
I mean, yeah, they have a lot of stuff. They just had the in-season tournament in Vegas. Yeah, they got spots out there to do it.
Yeah, you're right.
They got spots out there.
But like, hey, like I said, you gotta give these smaller, not even smaller, but like
I agree.
lesser known cities a little bit of publicity, man.
Smaller markets.
Facts. Help out those smaller cities for sure.
Speaking of All-Star Weekend, we got a lot of exciting stuff. Obviously, Friday night you got the young cats going at it. One thing that stood out to me for Friday night is the fact that we have Wemby teaming up with B. Miller, so I'm excited to watch that. I don't have any like predictions for the Friday night stuff. I mean, they just kind of go out there and just play.
Yeah, I like the setup though. Like, in the past, it's been just like freshmen versus sophomores or something like that, where they just make the Rising Stars team.
Yeah, so I think they switched the format 2 years ago, maybe, to where they started drafting between all the freshmen and sophomore and the G League players.
I think that's pretty fun. Like you said, now we get to see Wemby and Brandon. That's gonna be tough.
And then it gives you a chance to see. So like the G League guys are usually like the top picks of this draft upcoming. So like it gives you a chance to see people who may be like the number 1 pick or number 2 pick in next year's draft,
or even the G League guys who are hooping. Like Oscar's in it. Oscar from Kentucky, he's in it. Mac McClung, I think, is in it.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, some guys who are supposed to get drafted next year. Like, it's gonna be fun.
That team is gonna be playing hard, bro, because they want to be like, hey, look, we deserve to be here. So that's gonna be exciting.
It's gonna be fun, bro.
Moving on to Saturday night, though, we got a lot of good competitions. Obviously, you got the 3-point contests where you got defending champion Damian Lillard. You got the best shooting big man in the league, Karl-Anthony Towns. Malik Beasley, Trae Young from the Atlanta Hawks, Lauri Markkanen from the Jazz, Brunson, Halliburton, and Donovan Mitchell. It's a good lineup. 8? Yeah. It's not a lot.
See, it sounds like a lot of people, bro.
But
dang.
I mean, quick.
Who you got winning?
Who do I have winning? I mean, I don't know, bro. The 3-point contest is really just like, do you like shooting off the rack? Cat won before, and he looked really good in that time that he won. So I wouldn't be surprised if Cat wins it again. I don't see like the not no name people, but the non-superstars. I think that moment is just like too big for them. So Malik Beasley, maybe even Lauri Markkanen, I don't see. I'm gonna go with the sleeper here just because he's had a great year and I like supporting him. So I'm gonna go with Brunson. But I wouldn't be surprised if Halliburton won it since it's in his home league. I'm going with Brunson though.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. For some odd reason, I low-key like Lauri Markkanen to win this. Like, I don't know why, bro. I can just see Lauri coming in and splashing. Yeah. But I mean, at the same time, I could see Cat. I could see Brunson. I like the Brunson pick for sure. I don't think Dame's gonna repeat. Repeating a 3-point champion is hard. Yeah. But it's gonna be a fun matchup. Are they still doing the skills contest, or is that?
So it's like it's different now. So you've seen the last few years how it's like 3 teams.
Yeah.
So they have Team Indy, which is Halliburton, Miles Turner, and Benedict Mathurin.
Okay.
Team All Star was Trae Young, Anthony Edwards. Oh man, I can't remember who the last one was. And then there's Team Sophomore, which is a whole bunch of sophomores from the NBA. So Scotty Barnes is in it. A few other people.
Okay. Should be interesting. I mean, Trae Young and Ant sound like a good duo to do a skills challenge. So
yeah, no, they do. I just don't know how hard they're gonna go. Is the thing.
Yeah,
I feel like Team Indy is gonna be trying to bust their butt off to just win something for the city.
Yeah. Facts.
So that's my pick for that one. So I got Brunson in 3-point contest. Who you got? Lauri.
Yeah.
Lauri. I'm gonna go Team Indy.
I'm gonna go Team All Star with Trae and them.
Team All Star could definitely win it. I could see it for sure. Then obviously we got the slam dunk contest, which I'm kind of disappointed in the participants, bro. Like,
who's even in it this year? I didn't see the list yet.
They could have done much better. Know that. They got Mac McClung. He had to come back to defend his title.
I did see that list actually.
Jaime Jaquez. I didn't even know that he was
dunking
like
that.
Like, that's what I was saying, bro. Like, I ain't been watching too many Heat games, but from his time at UCLA and what I've seen a little bit from him in the league, I know he could get up a little bit, but enough to be in the dunk contest. We'll see what he has.
It's going to be interesting.
Jacob Toppin, the brother of Obi Toppin, he's obviously extremely athletic and bouncy.
Jacob's bouncy.
He is, but like,
bouncy.
I'm just not a fan of putting all these G League guys in it. Like, all right, you put Mac McClung in it, that's cool for one. Try to keep it to like the NBA players. I want to see people that were like superstars that we used to watch back in the day do the dunk contest.
But I mean,
get it back to that.
Don't they also have to agree to do it though?
They do have to agree to do it, but like get it back to that. If you got, because the last contestant is Jaylen Brown. So Jaylen Brown made the All-Star game and is still doing the dunk contest. There's somebody out there.
I would like to see Ant in it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ant would do it if they invited him, bro. Like,
you don't think they sent him an invite?
No, I don't think they invited him, bro. I don't.
There's no way you don't invite Ant, bro. That's literally one of the best dunkers in the league. Like, outside of John Morant, bro, Ant is the best dunker in the league, in my opinion.
Because, like, think about Ant's personality, bro. Like, he does all these YouTube videos, all these commercials, all these ads. Like, he's all about growing his brand.
Bro, there's no way they didn't send him an invite, bro.
He would have done
no
that, bro.
way. There's no way.
I don't know, bro. Even, bro, I was talking to my dad about this. Obviously, this is not really like Brandon Miller's character, but I would love to see him in the 3-point contest or dunk contest.
Nah, the dunk contest would be
He's had some crazy dunks this year, bro.
He has caught some bodies, bro.
Brandon is a sleeper. It just doesn't fit his personality, so I get it, for sure.
But out of those 4 contestants, I mean, Mac McClung is one bouncy dude, bro. Like, that's a bouncy white boy. He has
some unique dunks, too. Like,
he
has some unique stuff.
Low-key, bro, don't sleep on Jacob, though. I'm not saying it just because you went to Kentucky, but, like, just, like, his length. He's very athletic. I feel like he could do some crazy stuff with his length, like some crazy windmills between the legs.
Obi, his brother, was a little bit more power. He has a little bit more finesse and kind of do like a little bit more flashiness with it.
Facts. It might end up being Jacob versus Mac. something crazy.
I could see it. I don't know. I think Jaylen Brown, like, I don't see him entering in this unless he knows he has like something up his sleeve. So,
you think?
Like, why else would he want to be in the dunk contest?
I mean, going up against G League players. Because he probably feels like, okay, I'm going up against G League players and against...
but I mean, like, they know it's a dunk contest. He saw what Mac McClung did, so, like, I don't think he's thinking, like, G League or they can't dunk.
Have you seen Jaylen Brown do anything flashy? Jaylen Brown can catch bodies.
No.
I've seen him catch bodies.
Go back and watch his film, bro. He used to be... like crazy stuff, bro.
Word?
Yeah, JB, little double pump.
I know he's bouncy, but
he got that. I promise you, he's gonna go baseline and do one of those Dominique's back scratch, bring it down. Like, man, that's his dunk package right there. He has that in the bag.
Can we bring back jumping over cars? Or jumping over something, bro.
No, everybody do like Blake, man.
Dude, but like I'm
jump
saying,
over the car.
But I'm saying like after the Aaron Gordon Zach LaVine dunk contest we had, and how Aaron Gordon did the like, I want something new. Like, obviously you can only do so many new dunks, But like that's what I'm saying. Like you could have some props, like
Yeah.
dunking. Obviously, people dunk over Shaq before. But like, what if somebody tried to dunk over Wemby?
That's not.
That would be crazy.
You're gonna hurt him, bro.
Bro, that would be
You're
insane.
gonna hurt him.
Somebody's gonna try it. Watch.
Somebody might.
Somebody's gonna try it.
Jacob Toppin would be the one.
If
anybody could clear him, it would be him. Because he
you
has
think
the
Mac
height.
could?
Mac's not tall enough, bro. Off rip. Because think about how high he would have to get up to clear him, bro. At least Jacob's like, what, 6'8", 6'9"?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so he has a better chance at that.
I don't think anybody's gonna jump over Wemby, bro. That's a tall dude to jump over, bro. They gonna have him duck down or something.
For sure. I'm gonna say Mac McClung defends his title here, though. Wins back-to-back.
I ain't mad
Dunk
at it.
champs.
I'm not gonna lie. As much as I think Jacob's a sleeper, but I like Matt McClung. I like him too. I'll take that.
2 Mac McClungs, and obviously we got the All-Star game. You know your MVP. I think I'm gonna have to go with, dude, I don't know why, but I feel like after what he just did in Indy a few weeks ago, I know I shouldn't pick this dude, but I feel like he's gonna go crazy. Think Steph Curry's gonna win All-Star game MVP.
Bro, didn't he just win it a few years ago though?
I don't know.
Like whenever he dropped the most points in an All-Star game.
Yeah, just like thinking about it, he's like one of the only people that are gonna play hard enough to win the MVP. Like he actually gives the fans a show every time.
Low key.
So
low key. It's still East versus West, right? This
yeah,
it's back to
East versus West.
The West is definitely gonna win in my opinion, but
The West has a whole bunch of people that just aren't gonna try, bro. That's the thing. Luka's not gonna try. Jokic is gonna be on BS. Like you see what Luka and Jokic do in the All-Star games, bro.
that's all. But like they gonna get there goofing.
LeBron played for a quarter.
I got my pick.
Who?
Anthony Edwards.
I can see it.
Ant's winning MVP, bro. It's either gonna be him or Steph. I feel like.
I can see
But
it.
I feel like Ant will be the type of dude to go out like, especially if Steph starts going crazy, Ant will be like, nah, bro, I want MVP.
You know, someone from the East I think is a dark horse, a sleeper. Obviously you have Brunson, but he's dealing with the ankle injury, so I don't know how hard he's gonna go. But then also Maxey, the young dude, he seems like a crowd pleaser. Like he's gonna go hard.
I gotta sleep before you. Because I feel like he got something to prove. Considering the fact that he didn't or wasn't necessarily selected for the All-Star game, he's kind of filling a role for hurt Embiid. Who?
Ice Tray.
He might have to come out and prove to these dudes like, man, y'all should have selected me, man. Forget being a replacement for somebody, bro. I should have been in it, either as a reserve or starter.
All-Star game too. He has a good play for All-Star game.
Facts. I can see him. I can see him trying the hardest for real.
Yeah.
Out of anybody.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. It'll be exciting. I'm excited for All-Star Weekend.
All-Star Weekend's gonna be a big one. We got a few more things before we finish this final episode of the year for you guys. We got a few conference championship predictions because we're going to take a little hiatus between this episode and the next one. So we want to give you guys a little preview of who we're thinking is going to win the conference championship for basketball. First, we'll start with the ACC. I mean, you got probably a 3-team race, obviously, in my opinion.
Who's the third team?
UVA,
okay.
UNC, and Duke.
Okay, yeah. I knew UNC and Duke were in there.
That really have a chance.
UVA has turned up recently, though.
I think they're like 8-3 or 9-3 in conference play, something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to go with UNC. I mean, they got all the vets to do it, and they're coming off that year last year where they were obviously the favorites to win the whole thing.
Number one team in the country coming in.
Fell apart. So I think UNC gets it done for the ACC.
Agreed. I think I'm gonna go with UNC as well. Obviously, former UNC fan, still root for them too. So I mean, I'm gonna rock with the Tar Heels.
Then you got the Big Ten. Obviously, you got Purdue as the heavy favorite there. Wisconsin was like number 6 in the country 2 weeks ago, and they've lost 4 straight games. So I don't know.
4 straight. I mean, I can't even say that. I can't even say
Kentucky, yeah, they're the same.
Them both.
We're about to get to the SEC. You can rant on Kentucky all you want.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
But yeah, I think you have Northwestern. Shout out Blake Preston, obviously up in Northwestern. They have had 2 great games from Purdue. Nebraska, Bryson and them beat Purdue, and they beat Wisconsin this year. So I wouldn't be surprised if they win. But I don't know. I don't know if you can stop Zach Edey enough to slow him down. I'm gonna have to go with Purdue in that one as well.
Yeah, and then I mean, Illinois is the second best team as far as ranking in the Big Ten, but they just got beat by Michigan State the other night on Saturday.
Oh, Michigan State's been playing a lot better.
Michigan State is a little sleeper.
They always figure something out, bro. But I'm gonna go with Purdue.
Yeah,
they lost in the first round last year. Like they need to redeem themselves too.
I think it's hard to go against Purdue. I'm gonna rock with them as well.
For sure. Big 12. This is probably the best conference in college basketball right now. You got Houston, who just went down to Kansas recently. You got Kansas, obviously. Baylor, Kansas State, Texas Tech, Cincinnati, BYU. Like, you got teams all over in those.
Oklahoma's still in there.
Yeah, Oklahoma. it's a lot of dogs in that
Iowa
conference.
State's 18-5.
Iowa State is a sleeper. Iowa State is a really good team. I wouldn't be surprised. This one, honestly, the Big 12 is just whoever's going to get hot come tournament time. And I think it's going to be Baylor. I like Jacoby Walter. I like everything that they have going there. So I think Baylor's going to be the team to get it done out the Big 12.
I'm going to go Kansas.
Okay. They got the experience.
They like the experience. I like Bill Self. He's a good coach.
Yeah.
I have a lot of respect for Bill Self. And just, I've been seeing a lot of teams struggle to guard Hunter Dickinson in the Big 12 this year. Like, he's just been dominating the paint.
He's like 7-1.
So I'm saying, like, it's just people just...
Him versus Edie would be a crazy matchup.
I would love to see a great matchup. I don't want to see it in the national championship.
No.
But...
I wouldn't be mad if that was a Final Four game.
Final Four game, I take it.
Or Elite Eight, something like that.
Yeah, facts. But I'm going to rock with Kansas. But I wouldn't be surprised. The way Baylor was playing at Kansas this past Saturday...
Neutral site, they could get it done.
They definitely could get it done, but I'm gonna rock with the Jayhawks.
For sure. Now we got the Big East. I mean, this is obvious to me. UConn's the best team in the country. Yeah. So I don't see them slowing down. They're coming off a national championship, and people need to watch out because they really might repeat this year.
They are 12 and they've lost 2 games this year.
Bro, people need to watch out. They might repeat.
And I'm not gonna lie, I ain't mad at it. I was gonna take Marquette, but nah. Bro, give me the Huskies.
Yeah. Because Marquette beat them in the championship of the Big East last year.
Oh, nah. Then, UConn's not letting that happen again. Yeah. Nah. Shout out to Molly Queer. How do you say her name?
Molly. Shout out Molly. Shout out Molly, Kimba. All them
facts.
But next we got the SEC. This is what you've been waiting for. Obviously, I don't know. The SEC kind of flipped over on its head. Like 2-3 weeks ago, Tennessee and Kentucky were the 2 teams in the race. Now you got South Carolina, obviously, at the top of the race. Alabama, I think, is number 1 in the SEC. Auburn's up there, but they had a pretty bad loss the other day. So I think the SEC is going to be the most interesting tournament out of all of them.
Yeah. I mean, I know who I want to rock with, but simply because I don't want to jinx nobody.
No defense either.
Nah, facts. I know who I want to rock with deep down in my soul, but I don't want to jinx them. I want them to just go out there and continue to do what they do. So, as much as I almost threw up just wanting to say this, I'm going to rock with Tennessee.
Dalton
Knecht is cold, though.
Tennessee's a good
Dalton Knecht is one hell of a basketball player, bro.
Tennessee's a good
player. Even hooping.
I mean, for me, I think it's pretty obvious who I'm going to go with. This dude was on our podcast. I'm always support them. And they got the number 1 defense in the SEC, so I think that goes a long way. I'm going to go with the Gamecocks.
That's obviously the team I want to go with. But I don't want to jinx nobody. I don't want to... Like you said last week, I feel like every time we select somebody, man, it's just the complete opposite. But
hopefully, since this is far out, like it just goes away.
Facts, bro. It just dwindles down. So, but hey, I would love to see South Carolina win. But my pick is going to be Tennessee
for sure. So those are predictions for the end of college basketball season. We'll be back March 27th. We're going on a little hiatus. We got some things planned over the next few weeks. We're obviously still going to be very engaged on our social media pages. But just over the next few weeks, we really want to take a time to kind of prepare for season 2, create some new content, and just think about where we're going to go from here. So
I agree. And speaking of season 2, we are currently at 69 subscribers on YouTube. If between now and the first episode of season 2, if y'all can get us, I was going to say 100, but I feel like 100 is too low for what I'm about to say. If y'all can get us to 150 subscribers by March 27th or whatever we record our next episode, I will wear whatever outfit, costume, whatever the top white comment under our page is under this episode. I'll wear whatever outfit y'all say. I don't really care. I mean, I'm just trying to.
Y'all heard the man.
Just get the marketing up a little bit. Get some publicity. So I mean, y'all run it up. Share us everywhere: Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok. Send it to your mommy. Send it to your daddy. Send it to your aunties.
Y'all gonna see us really active on these pages over the next.
I'll say just because we're not releasing an episode over the next month, don't mean we're not gonna be active on the page. We're definitely gonna be active. We can go down to Clemson a lot more.
We're gonna try to hop on some live streams on the Instagram page.
Yeah,
talk to you guys.
Facts. So I mean, do some Q&As, something like that. So we still gonna be active on the podcast page. Just no episode for the next couple weeks or so as we get ready for season 2.
For sure. But to wrap up season 1, I want to give a quick thank you to all our sponsors throughout the season. Got Golf Is, obviously. Golf is good. Golf is great. Manifest Dreams. Shout out Mikkel, our guy. Thigh Pro. Shout out to Thigh Pro. Protecting your... I don't want to use that word. Protecting you. Protecting your crown jewels.
Yeah, your crown jewels. And your thighs, really. Like,
Yeah,
it's not even it's not even like a cup. It's more just like protecting your inner thighs. I mean, because men and women, you know, there's some catchers in softball. So,
yeah.
I mean,
those bruises add up.
For sure.
Shout out Beauty Marks, obviously, doing their thing still.
Man.
Make sure you guys are still reaching out to that page and donating when you can. Shout out to the Melody Factory for our intro video.
Thanks.
We love it.
Shout out to Enrique, man.
We're going to come up with something new for season 2, so cook up something new. The Melody Factory, make sure y'all are tapping into his music. And then lastly, shout out to the G.L. Henderson radio show for having us on. And look out for that. We'll probably be on a radio show between this little hiatus, so we'll keep you guys updated on that.
Facts. Sure. And man, make sure y'all tune in to season 2. We got some special guests lined up for y'all.
Oh, yeah.
We got a lot of things lined up for y'all, honestly. Hopefully... Maybe I'm gonna speak into existence. Hopefully, we'll get some merch. Possibly, maybe. I'm not gonna go too deep into that, but
if y'all want to partner with us on some merch, I mean, obviously we got Manifest Dreams right here, who I would love to partner with. Mikkel, if you hear this, putting the pressure on you. But we're open to partnering with a lot of people, so just reach out to us if you want to be a partner with the episode.
Reach out, DM us on whatever platform, send us an email, whatever however you may be, but just, get in contact with us, man. We're always willing to work with other people.
For sure, but like I said, I'm your co-host, Seth.
I'm your co-host, Josique.
That's all we got for Season 1 Free Game members. We'll see you guys in a few weeks.